In the vast and enigmatic landscape of spiritual exploration, few figures have delved as deeply into the mysteries of the soul as Edgar Cayce. Known as the Sleeping Prophet, Cayce's readings offer a revelatory glimpse into the intricate workings of reincarnation, a concept that has long captivated human curiosity. His insights, shrouded in a veil of mystique, unveil a realm where the cycles of life and death are not merely linear progressions but complex, interwoven tapestries of karmic debts and spiritual obligations. Cayce's most unsettling revelations speak of souls trapped in an eternal dance of forced reincarnation, unable to ascend to higher spiritual planes due to the weight of their karmic burdens. These souls, desperate to escape the relentless cycle, find themselves compelled to return to the earthly realm, their pleas for release unheard by the cosmic forces that govern their fate. The debts they carry are not trivial, they are profound, often stemming from actions in past lives that have left deep spiritual scars. These obligations can take millennia to resolve, a concept that invites contemplation on the true nature of existence and the enduring consequences of our actions. Imagine, if you will, a soul weighed down by the sins of 1,000 lifetimes, each incarnation a futile attempt to atone for past transgressions. The desperation and longing for spiritual liberation serve as poignant reminders of the intricate web of cause and effect that binds us all. Cayce's narratives, rich in historical depth and spiritual insight, serve as a call to reflect on our own journeys, to ponder the debts we may carry and the paths we must tread to find redemption. As we delve deeper into the nature of these karmic debts, consider the profound implications they hold for our understanding of the spiritual realm. In the next chapter, we will explore the actions that create these obligations, drawing on historical examples and spiritual explanations to illuminate the complexities of this eternal cycle. Join us in this contemplative journey as we unravel the mysteries of the soul and the enduring quest for spiritual freedom. In the vast and intricate tapestry of spiritual evolution, certain souls find themselves inextricably bound to the cycle of reincarnation, a phenomenon that Edgar Cayce, the renowned mystic, explored in his profound readings. These souls, burdened by the weight of karmic debts, are compelled to return to the earthly realm, unable to ascend to higher spiritual planes. The nature of these karmic debts, Cayce revealed, is complex and multifaceted, stemming from actions and decisions made in past lives that create profound spiritual obligations. Consider the ancient tale of a once powerful ruler who, in a distant lifetime, governed with an iron fist, accumulating wealth and power at the expense of his subjects' suffering. The echoes of his tyranny resonated through the centuries, manifesting as a karmic debt that would take millennia to resolve. In each subsequent lifetime, this soul would be drawn back to the earthly plane, compelled to experience the very hardships he once inflicted upon others. This is but one example of how the threads of past actions weave intricate patterns that bind souls to the cycle of reincarnation. Karmic debts are not merely the result of grand historic transgressions, they can also arise from seemingly small yet significant choices. A soul who in a past life turned a blind eye to injustice may find itself returning to the earthly realm, driven by an inner compulsion to right the wrongs it once ignored. Each action, each decision carries a spiritual weight that can ripple through lifetimes, shaping the soul's journey and its ultimate ascension. Cayce, quote, "His readings offer a glimpse into the profound and often mysterious workings of karmic law. They reveal that the resolution of these debts is not a matter of mere lifetimes, but often a journey spanning millennia. Each return to the earthly realm presents an opportunity for the soul to learn, to grow, and to slowly unravel the tangled threads of its karmic obligations." This revelation invites us to contemplate the profound implications of our actions, both in this life and beyond. It encourages us to consider the spiritual ramifications of our choices and to reflect on the deeper meaning of our existence. As we delve into the mysteries of the soul's journey, we are called to ponder the unseen forces that guide our path and the eternal dance of karma and redemption. In the vast and intricate tapestry of spiritual evolution, there exists a realm where higher entities, invisible yet potent, intercede in the journey of souls. These entities, often referred to in the esoteric teachings of Edgar Cayce, are not mere bystanders but active participants in the drama of reincarnation. They possess an authority that transcends human understanding, guiding and sometimes intervening in the natural progression of a soul's path. These higher entities, according to Cayce's revelations, can influence the reincarnation process in profound and often enigmatic ways. They are not bound by the linear constraints of time and space, allowing them to perceive the karmic debts and spiritual obligations that tether souls to the earthly plane. Their interventions are not arbitrary, but are governed by a divine logic that seeks to balance the scales of cosmic justice. This interference can prolong a soul's suffering and struggle, as these entities compel the soul to return to the physical realm, ensuring that every karmic debt is paid in full. Imagine, if you will, a soul pleading for release, yearning for the peace and enlightenment that lies beyond the veil of physical existence. Yet these higher entities, with their omniscient gaze, see the unresolved threads of past lives, threads that must be woven into the tapestry of the soul's journey before it can ascend. They guide the soul back to earth, not out of cruelty but out of a deeper understanding of the spiritual lessons that must be learned. This concept invites us to contemplate the unseen forces that shape our spiritual destiny. It prompts us to consider the delicate balance between divine intervention and individual responsibility. Are we merely pawns in a cosmic game, or do our actions and intentions hold the key to our spiritual liberation? The teachings of Edgar Cayce suggest that while higher entities may guide our path, it is ultimately our choices and actions that determine our spiritual fate. As we delve deeper into this mystical realm, we are encouraged to reflect on our own journey. What karmic debts might we be carrying? How do our actions in this life ripple through the fabric of time and space, shaping our future incarnations? In contemplating these questions, we begin to understand the profound interplay between our individual souls and the higher entities that guide us. We are invited to consider new perspectives, to see our lives as part of a grander spiritual narrative, and to embrace the lessons that each incarnation offers. For in the end, it is through understanding and acceptance that we may find our path to spiritual liberation. In the vast, echoing chambers of the astral plane, a symphony of desperate pleas resonates, uttered by souls entangled in the relentless cycle of reincarnation. These are not the eager spirits embracing a new earthly adventure, but the weary travelers, burdened by karmic debts and divine decrees, who yearn for liberation yet are compelled to return. Edgar Cayce, in his profound revelations, illuminated the plight of these souls, forced to revisit the physical realm against their will. Imagine, if you will, the anguished cries of a soul who has tasted the divine freedom of the interlife, only to be drawn back into the dense, often painful world of matter. Why must I return? It pleads. Have I not suffered enough? The invisible chains of karma rattle in response, binding the soul to unfinished business, to lessons yet unlearned, to debts unpaid. These are not debts of finance or material possession, but of emotional wounds, of actions that set ripples of consequence into motion during previous lifetimes. The struggle is palpable, as these souls grapple with the inevitable pull of re-embodiment. It is a tug of war between the yearning for spiritual ascension and the inescapable force of karmic obligation. Cayce revealed that these souls may implore the higher entities, begging for release. Let me be free, let me ascend, only to be met with the sobering reality of their spiritual contract. For in the grand tapestry of cosmic evolution, each thread has its purpose, each knot its reason. Consider the broader themes of human experience echoed in these souls' journeys. Who among us has not felt the weight of obligation, the longing for freedom, the struggle against forces seemingly beyond our control? These souls, in their desperate pleas, mirror our own human struggles, amplified through the lens of eternity. Yet, there is a glimmer of hope in this karmic wheel. Each reluctant return to earth is an opportunity, a chance to grow, to learn, to resolve the unresolved. The divine plan, though often shrouded in mystery, weaves these individual tragedies into the collective evolution of humanity. Pause and contemplate, then, the emotional journey of these souls. Allow their plight to stir empathy and reflection, inviting consideration of the unseen forces shaping our spiritual destinies. Reflect upon the balance of divine intervention and individual responsibility, and let it inspire a deeper understanding of your own journey through the tapestry of existence. In the vast and enigmatic tapestry of existence, Edgar Cayce's revelations illuminate the intricate purposes that bind certain souls to their earthly reincarnations. These souls, caught in the relentless cycle of rebirth, are not merely victims of an indifferent cosmos, but integral parts of a divine plan that transcends individual understanding. Their repeated returns to the physical realm serve dual purposes: personal spiritual growth and the collective evolution of humanity. Each reincarnation is a chapter in an epic narrative, a journey towards the redemption of karmic debts and the fulfillment of specific missions. These souls, though they may plead for release, are compelled to return, driven by a divine imperative that seeks to restore balance and harmony. Their struggles, though poignant, are not in vain. Each lifetime offers an opportunity for growth, a chance to learn the lessons that were left unlearned in previous existences. Through their trials and tribulations, they inch closer to spiritual ascension, their souls gradually purified by the fires of earthly experience. Yet, the purpose of their reincarnations extends beyond personal growth. These souls, in their repeated journeys, contribute to the evolution of collective humanity. Their experiences, their lessons, and their eventual triumphs weave into the fabric of human history, influencing the course of events and the development of consciousness. They are the unsung heroes of spiritual evolution, their sacrifices and victories echoing through the ages, shaping the destiny of all. Consider the divine plan that governs such experiences. It is a plan that transcends the limitations of human comprehension, a symphony of cosmic proportions where each soul plays a unique and vital role. The individual stories of these reincarnating souls intertwine with the universal destiny, their fates intricately linked to the broader tapestry of existence. One is invited to pause and reflect on the profound implications of this divine orchestration. How do these individual journeys shape the collective human experience? How does the spiritual growth of one soul ripple outwards, influencing the evolution of all? In the contemplation of these questions, one may find a deeper appreciation for the intricate dance of life and death, the eternal cycle of rebirth and renewal. Allow the curiosity to deepen, the reflection to expand as the narrative of these souls unfolds, revealing the mysteries of their forced reincarnations and the divine purpose that guides them. In the vast tapestry of spiritual beliefs, the concept of forced reincarnation emerges as a profound and multifaceted phenomenon, one that Edgar Cayce's revelations illuminate with haunting clarity. As souls find themselves tethered to the relentless cycle of rebirth, their experiences manifest in diverse forms, shaped by the cultural and spiritual contexts that envelop them. This narrative invites the contemplative mind to explore these varied expressions, from ancient historical accounts to contemporary interpretations, each offering a unique glimpse into the enigmatic dance of life and death. In the mystical traditions of ancient India, the concept of reincarnation is deeply interwoven with the doctrine of karma. Here, souls burdened with unresolved karmic debts are compelled to return, their journeys dictated by the intricate balance of past actions and future obligations. The sacred texts of Hinduism, such as the Bhagavad Gita, speak of these cycles as a path to ultimate liberation, yet for some the journey is fraught with despair. Yet, even here, some souls are caught in the relentless current of samsara, their return to the physical world a mandate from higher entities seeking to fulfill specific purposes. These souls, often referred to as tulkus, are believed to reincarnate deliberately, their lives dedicated to the spiritual evolution of their people. In the Western world, the writings of Edgar Cayce bring forth a perspective that bridges the gap between ancient wisdom and modern thought. Cayce's readings reveal souls trapped in cycles of reincarnation, their returns dictated by extreme karmic debts or the interventions of superior beings. These souls, echoing the sentiments of their Eastern counterparts, often resist their earthly assignments. Their cries for reprieve a poignant testament to the weight of their obligations. The diversity of these experiences invites reflection on how cultural context shapes the perception and manifestation of reincarnation. From the karmic journeys of India to the deliberate returns of Tibetan tulkus, each narrative offers a unique insight into the complex tapestry of forced rebirth. As one ponders these accounts, it becomes evident that the cycle of reincarnation is not merely a spiritual concept but a lived experience, profoundly influenced by the beliefs and practices of the societies that bear witness to it. In this contemplative journey, consider the myriad forms that forced reincarnation can take, and how these varied experiences reflect the rich tapestry of human spirituality. Allow these narratives to stir curiosity and provoke thought, inviting a deeper understanding of the divine plan that governs these cycles. Reflect on how cultural context influences the experience of reincarnation, and consider the profound implications this holds for the individual souls navigating these ancient paths. As the narrative unfolds, let it serve as a call to consider the diverse manifestations of this phenomenon, inspiring a renewed appreciation for the intricate dance of life, death, and rebirth. In the labyrinthine journey of the soul, there exists a profound and transformative power, the understanding of one's karmic ties. Edgar Cayce in his Revelations illuminated the path to this comprehension, offering a beacon of hope to those ensnared in the cycles of forced reincarnation. These karmic ties, intricate and often invisible, bind souls to their past actions, debts, and obligations, creating a web that can seem inescapable. Yet, recognition of these connections can ignite a spark of healing and personal evolution that transcends the boundaries of a single lifetime. Consider the soul who, through Cayce's readings, begins to unravel the threads of its karmic tapestry. This soul, perhaps once a ruler who misused power, or a healer who failed to act, finds itself compelled to return, to rectify, to learn. In the quiet contemplation of its past, the soul starts to see patterns, echoes of choices that ripple through centuries. This recognition is not mere intellectual exercise, it is a spiritual awakening, a stirring of the essence that transcends the physical. In this contemplative state, the soul may begin to understand the why behind its forced returns. Perhaps it was not just personal failure, but also the influence of superior entities, guiding it towards a necessary lesson. This understanding, Cayce revealed, is the key to unlocking the chains of karma. It is a journey of self-awareness, a pilgrimage into the depths of one's spiritual history. But how does one embark on this journey? The first step, as Cayce often hinted, is reflection. Deep, unflinching self-examination, aided by meditation, prayer, or spiritual practice. It is in the silence between thoughts that the whispers of the soul can be heard, pointing towards the karmic debts that must be acknowledged and addressed. Once recognized, these karmic ties can be consciously worked upon. The soul might choose lives of service, of humility, of creative expression, each incarnation becoming a step closer to liberation. It is a slow, often arduous process, but each life, each lesson learned, brings with it a sense of lightness, a gradual unburdening of the spirit. Now pause and consider your own journey. Reflect on the recurring themes in your life, the challenges that seem to persist despite your best efforts. Could these be echoes of karmic ties calling for your attention and healing? Remember, every soul has the potential to break free from these cycles. The path to liberation is not found in external seeking, but in the quiet, contemplative spaces within. Reflect deeply, dear seeker. Allow the echoes of Cayce's wisdom to stir your soul, for in understanding your karmic ties you hold the key to your spiritual evolution. The time to awaken is now. The time to heal is now. The time to step onto the path of liberation is now. In the vast and intricate tapestry of spiritual evolution, some souls find themselves ensnared in the relentless cycle of reincarnation, unable to ascend due to profound karmic debts or the interventions of higher entities. These are the souls that, as revealed by Edgar Cayce, plead desperately not to return to the earthly plane, yet are compelled to do so until they fulfill their ordained purposes. It is within this complex landscape that spiritual practitioners and guides emerge as beacons of hope and direction, their roles pivotal in assisting these trapped souls. Throughout history, diverse spiritual traditions have acknowledged the plight of these souls and developed practices to aid their journey towards liberation. In ancient Tibetan Buddhism, the concept of the Bardo Thidol, or the Tibetan Book of the Dead, offers intricate rituals and guidance for the deceased, helping them navigate the intermediary states between death and rebirth. These rituals, performed by learned lamas, are designed to illuminate the path to enlightenment, even for those burdened by heavy karmic loads. Similarly, in the mystical traditions of Hinduism, the role of the guru is paramount. The guru, as a spiritual guide, provides not just teachings but also a direct connection to the divine. Through their wisdom and compassion, gurus help souls understand their karmic obligations and provide the spiritual tools necessary to fulfill them. The sacred texts, such as the Bhagavad Gita, underscore the importance of duty and righteous action, offering a roadmap for souls to break free from their karmic shackles. In the Christian mystical tradition, the role of spiritual guides is often embodied by priests and spiritual directors who offer counsel and prayer. The concept of intercessory prayer, where the living pray on behalf of the deceased, is a profound act of compassion aimed at aiding souls in their spiritual ascent. This practice is rooted in the belief that the prayers of the faithful can alleviate the suffering of souls in purgatory, helping them to move closer to divine union. Edgar Cayce himself, through his profound readings, offered insights that transcended traditional boundaries. He emphasized the role of spiritual practitioners in providing comfort and direction to souls caught in the reincarnation cycle. Cayce's readings often included practical advice on meditation, dream interpretation, and spiritual healing, all aimed at helping individuals understand and fulfill their karmic responsibilities. The compassionate efforts of these guides are not merely acts of charity but are essential components of a cosmic dance, where every soul's liberation contributes to the harmonious evolution of the universe. These practitioners, whether they are Buddhist lamas, Hindu gurus, Christian priests, or spiritual mediums like Cayce, share a common thread of deep empathy and an unwavering commitment to the spiritual well-being of all souls. Consider the profound impact of these spiritual efforts. Each prayer, each ritual, each piece of wisdom shared is a step towards the liberation of a soul. As we reflect on the struggles of these trapped souls, we are invited to contemplate our own spiritual journeys and the roles we might play in the grand tapestry of existence. Perhaps in our own small ways we too can become guides, offering compassion and wisdom to those in need, helping to turn the wheel of reincarnation towards freedom and enlightenment. In the labyrinthine journey of the soul, one encounters the concept of redemption and fulfillment within the unending cycles of reincarnation. Edgar Cayce, the renowned mystic, unveiled in his profound readings that certain souls find themselves ensnared in these cycles, unable to ascend due to the weight of their karmic debts or the influence of higher entities. These souls, desperate to escape the perpetual return to the earthly plane, are nonetheless compelled to do so until they fulfill their designated purposes, a task that can span millennia. Yet, within this seemingly interminable struggle lies a profound truth. The completion of one's karmic responsibilities can lead to spiritual elevation and ultimately freedom from the cycle. This transformative journey is not merely a punishment but an opportunity for growth and liberation. Each lifetime with its trials and tribulations offers a chance for the soul to learn, to evolve, and to redeem itself. Consider the soul, who in a past life committed transgressions that left deep karmic imprints. In its subsequent incarnations, this soul may face challenges that mirror those past actions, presenting opportunities to make amends and grow. With each lesson learned, the soul sheds a layer of its karmic debt, inching closer to spiritual ascension. This process, though arduous, is deeply rewarding, for it allows the soul to transcend its past and step into a higher realm of existence. Moreover, this journey is not solitary. Spiritual practitioners and guides, as discussed previously, play a pivotal role in assisting these souls. They act as beacons of light, guiding the souls through the tumultuous seas of reincarnation, helping them navigate their karmic obligations, and ultimately aiding them in their quest for redemption. One might ponder, how does this ancient wisdom apply to our present lives? Reflect on the challenges you face today. Could they be opportunities for growth and liberation, echoes of karmic lessons awaiting resolution? By embracing these trials as chances for spiritual evolution, one can transform their journey, much like the souls Cayce described. Thus, as we delve into the interconnectedness of all souls in the forthcoming chapter, contemplate your own spiritual journey. Consider the impact of your past actions and the role you play in the grand cosmic cycle. Allow the wisdom of these revelations to inspire reflection and introspection, igniting a sense of hope and curiosity about the continuous journey of the soul, both in this life and beyond. In the vast tapestry of cosmic existence, Edgar Cayce's revelations illuminate the intricate dance of souls through time and space. As we have journeyed through these narratives, we've borne witness to the plight of those spirits compelled to return, bound by karmic debts and divine decrees. We've seen the transformative power of redemption and the promise of spiritual elevation for those who embrace their lessons. Now, as we draw to a close, it is essential to turn our gaze inward, to contemplate our own spiritual journeys and the echoes of our past actions. Each soul, Cayce revealed, is a thread in the great weave of the cosmos, interconnected and interdependent. Our actions, our thoughts, our very existence send ripples through the ether, touching lives and shaping destinies far beyond our immediate comprehension. It is a humbling and awe-inspiring thought, one that invites us to pause and reflect on the impact we have on the world around us and the souls we encounter. Consider, if you will, the continuous journey of the soul. It is not a linear path but a cycle of growth, a spiral of learning and evolution. Each life, each experience, each lesson learned is a step forward, a rung higher on the ladder of spiritual ascension. But what of the steps yet to be taken, the debts yet to be paid? What of the souls who resist their earthly return, yet are compelled by forces beyond their control? Cayce's revelations challenge us to consider our own karmic burdens, our own unfulfilled purposes. They urge us to look at our personal challenges, not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and liberation. They remind us that our actions have consequences, that our lives have meaning, and that our souls have purposes that stretch far beyond the confines of a single lifetime. As you reflect on these themes, let curiosity and hope be your guides. Explore the depths of your own spirit, the echoes of your own past, and the promises of your future. Let these narratives inspire your personal spiritual practices, your quest for understanding, and your journey towards enlightenment. Remember, each soul plays a role in the greater cosmic cycle. Each thread, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, contributes to the grand tapestry of existence. And so, our journey through these revelations comes to an end. But your journey, dear seeker, continues. Contemplate, reflect, and above all, act. Act with kindness, with purpose, with love. For in the end, it is love that binds us, love that guides us, and love that sets us free.